Hello guys, and welcome to episode number 3 in my mini-series on how to prevent, reduce and heal depression and anxiety. All natural, baby. So today I will speak about the emotional aspect and what we can do emotionally in order to prevent, reduce and heal depression and anxiety and other mental problems as well. As you can see, I'm out in the forest. Yep, I've switched location because I used to live at my sister's place and now I live at my father's place, and he lives in the middle of the woods basically. So I will live here for a couple of months before I leave Sweden and move to another country. And I haven't been posting for a while because I've been out in the middle of something. I've been moving, and I've been working with myself as well, and I'm trying to get my mind around how to present this information to you, because this is the emotional aspect, and I think this is the one that's most difficult for me to explain. But I will give it a try today, so I hope you enjoy it. I hope you learn something. So first of all, I want to mention, when it comes to emotions, when we want to prevent, reduce and heal depression and anxiety, the time curve is the most important aspect, because emotions take time. For example, our thoughts are quick. So if I'm hungry for pizza right now, 10 seconds later I can be hungry for hamburger. I can choose my thoughts basically. With emotions it's not that easy. If someone hurts you, let's say someone hurts you, and you feel very sad and all this, and this person comes to you and apologize, you can forgive this person, but you will still feel the sadness and you still will feel hurt inside. This is because the emotions is slow. So the time curve in between you start feeling the emotion and when you stop feeling the emotion, the time in between calls the time curve, and the time curve is very slow. With thoughts it's very quick. So we need to give ourselves time. We need to give our emotions time, because that's all they want, You just need to give them time and don't escape them. If we give them time and fully feel them, they go faster. Alright, then I want to mention that emotions eat. So our emotions eat. They need food to survive, and the food they eat is our thoughts. So if I have a lot of sadness inside, for example, or a lot of happiness, my thoughts will feed these emotions. So one thing we can do if we have a lot of emotions inside that we don't want to experience, stop feeding them with thoughts. And it's pretty easy to analyze yourself and see what thoughts feed what emotions. So we just need to, it's difficult to stop thinking certain thoughts that feed certain emotions, but it's more easy to change the thoughts. And a good thing is to do is, if you feel a lot of sadness inside, for example, lately I've been feeling a lot of sadness inside. I think it's because of my past. So I have been feeling a lot of sadness inside. Then I take a paper and I write down the most dominant thoughts that feeds this emotion of sadness, and I try to change these thoughts into the opposite, into the positive opposite, so my emotions can start feeling better. But again, there's also good to feel sadness, because we need to feel sad, sometimes it's very important. Alright, then I want to mention open expression. When it comes to emotions, and in order to prevent, reduce and heal mental problems, we need to be open with our emotions and express them openly. If I feel bad, if I feel sad, if I feel angry, and someone asks me, how you feel today, John? I won't tell them, I'm good, and smile, I will tell them, I feel sad and all this, because in today's society we tend to close our emotions and keep them inside. And this is not a good tactic if we want to have good emotional health. We need to be open with our emotions. Especially, you see, with young people, the mental illness is going up, and I think it's correlates to that we don't speak of our emotions as freely as we should, because there's no shame in feeling sad or feeling depressed or having anxiety. It's perfectly normal. We just have to talk about it more, I think. So then one thing that's good to think about, this helped me a lot. If I feel a lot of negative emotions inside, the reality is the equal amount of positive emotions I have the capacity to feel. So there's a polarity of everything. If I feel a lot of, for example, hate, I have the same capacity to feel the same amount of love. Because love and hate is the same thing. It's just two different polarities of the same thing. And our job is to choose what frequency we want to live in. If we want to feel a lot of hate, or we don't want to feel a lot of love. But something that helps that to know is, if we have a lot of negativity, we also have the equal amount of positivity. We just have to switch to the positive. And we do that with habits, with meditation, with personal development, talking about our emotions and all this, and being open makes it much easier. And then we need to, something that's very important too, is a lot of flies here, it's like ninja. Something that's very important when it comes to prevent, reduce and heal depression and anxiety is we need to be emotional independent. So emotional independence looks like, yeah, we don't need anyone else to give us love or give us credit or you know, lift us up in order to feel good. We can do this with ourselves. A lot of people today, for example, with social media, they depend their well-being on likes and comments and all this, you know, and that's just synthetic or fake love, like I call it, you know. It's better to give ourselves self-love, you know, because we deserve it. I love you, John, you're great, you're amazing, I like you, thumbs up, you know. And if we do this to ourselves, we become emotionally independent. And when you're emotionally independent, we are very, very strong. No matter what happens in the external world, we are still emotionally independent. So we got our own back, you know. We still share love and, you know, have a good time with all the people around, but we are independent inside, you know. We don't need anyone else to give us something in order to feel good. I think that's very important. And there's a really interesting exercise I want to give you. And this exercise show you what you really feel about yourself and how you really treat yourself. Okay, so I call this exercise the proof. So this shows how we treat ourselves and how we feel about ourselves. The only thing we got to do is to look around the people around us and see how they treat us. Do they treat us with respect, treat us with love, treat us with dignity and all this? Good chances are, and high probability is, if we experience that people treat us, disrespect us and treat us badly, high probability is we treat ourselves badly and with a lack of respect. Because the external world is just a reflection of the internal world. If people treat us like with love and respect, the high probability is we treat ourselves with love and respect. And if people treat us like shit, yeah, probably we treat ourselves like shit. It's very difficult to change people around us, but if we change how we treat ourselves, people around us will start to adapt. And those people who was not meant to be in our lives, when we start treating ourselves good, these people will disappear. Yeah. Yeah, I'm speaking from own experience, so all right. Then I want to mention presence and meditation. So one thing we can do in order to prevent, reduce and heal depression and anxiety emotionally is to be present with our emotions, to feel our emotions, feel them 100%. I know what I used to do back in the days. I used to run away from my emotions. And these emotions, they won't go away. They will still be there waiting for you just to stop running. So if we practice being present with our emotions and feel them 100%, these emotions will pass faster and we will have more control over our emotions. We will be the master of our emotions by being present with them. Because yeah, I know emotions can be fucking scary, you know, but you know, it might feel like sometimes these emotions gonna kill me, but they won't. They're not dangerous. You're the master, I'm the master, we are the masters. So, and meditation is a great technique to do this. Using meditation will just shut out all the external stimuli and you go inside and you face yourself. And our emotions is a big part of ourselves and we need to feel them 100%. the bad ones and the good ones. Yeah. And last, I want to mention, I like going to the gym. I haven't been going to the gym for 4 months now because I'm trying out something here, but I won't tell you yet. But so I've been not going to the gym for 4 months, but I've been going to the emotional gym for a long time. So the emotional gym is just like going to the gym, but you're going to the gym inside yourself and practice to feel different emotions. This can sound really weird and and all this, but believe me, it works. So for example, one emotion that's really good to practice is gratitude. So what we can do is we can lay down in bed or sit down doing meditation and think of a time when we felt really grateful. You know, back in the days maybe when we were a kid, and you know, the only thing we was thinking about was if we're gonna get candy or not, you know. And we got candy and we felt so grateful for life and everything was perfect because we got our candy. Like these emotions I'm talking about, pure gratitude and happiness. If we try to go back to these memories and try to feel these emotions again, and we practice to feel them, in the beginning we won't feel anything probably, but when we practicing this, we will start feel this gratitude. This gratitude will be more present in our everyday life all the time. So many people today chasing more and more and more. They're not thinking of what they already have. And practicing feeling gratitude will help a lot to feel gratitude for almost everything, you know. Be grateful for, you know, I have 2 legs or 2 shoes or a bed to sleep in. All this simple stuff, you know, we can be so grateful for. And one more emotion that's really good to practice is faith. To have faith, to feel safe. No matter what happens, no matter what's gonna happen, no matter what life looks like, if we have faith inside, nothing can touch us. We are strong and we have faith, because faith can take us this far, alright? You only need faith and gratitude and love and all these good emotions. We need to feel the difficult emotions as well, of course, you know. That's very important, because if we wouldn't feel the negative emotions, how could we feel the positive emotions? So the other one doesn't exist without the other. So, but my tip is to go to the emotional gym and practice gratitude and faith. This will turn your life around to something really amazing, because the feeling of feeling grateful for so small stuff, it's unbeatable. So this was my tips on how to prevent, reduce and heal depression and anxiety the emotional way. Take it or leave it. If you like what I'm saying here, please hit the like button. If you think my knowledge is good and useful, subscribe to my channel. And next time I will dive deeper into the spiritual aspect and what we can do spiritually in order to prevent, reduce and heal, and how we can think spiritually. So this episode is gonna be very interesting, and it's gonna be pretty deep and pretty far out. And if you like those stuff, yeah, you should watch it. Until then, I hope you have a fantastic day, my friend. Peace out.